Everybody, it is me again. Today is Tuesday, I think. I miss Sharpie. Tuesday, November 22nd. Makes it day 326 on our project Surfing More. As always, guys, it's good to be here. It really is. Hope y'all are doing alright tonight, today, this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whenever you see this video. Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? It seems like every time I think I'm gonna get this video in early, or earlier, and tonight well, matter of fact, I've still got to do it. I've got to look some stuff up. We're doing a head gasket job. It's supposed to have been a head gasket job on an Isuzu pickup, and the head was cracked that came off of it, so we had to buy a new head. So Dad went and picked it up this evening at the machine shop, and I figured because it's an assembled head ready to go, it's got the cam in it, it's got the rocker arms on it, they say it's ready to bolt on. I figured the valves would be adjusted on it. No, the guy at the machine shop said, you have to adjust the valves on it. So I've got to get on all data or somewhere and try to find the valve adjustment procedure for an Isuzu. An Isuzu pickup, something they ain't made in I don't know how many years. So I'm just hoping I can find something. But anyway, I knew I had to do that and some other stuff I got to try to get done before I go to bed. So I said I'll get my vid in early tonight. So right at midnight, it's 4 minutes to 1 right now. Right at midnight, I said I'll get my video in. Well, it went turn on my webcam, wouldn't turn on, wouldn't turn on, wouldn't turn on. So I fooled with it back and forth for I don't know 10 or 15 minutes. So I finally had to shut the computer down. And I had 4 or 5 videos up on queue on YouTube that I was getting her to watch. Of course, I lost every one of them because I had to shut everything down. Sometimes Firefox will remember those and bring them back, and sometimes it won't. And of course, this time it didn't. When I brought the computer back up, it didn't remember them. So, yeah. Anyway, it never fails, guys. Like I said, it never fails. Just like it worked this evening. Most days, like at 5 o'clock, if you were sitting here at 10 or at 5 o'clock, let's say, and you were wanting business. I mean, let's say you were wanting a end of day rush to come in or something because you needed some more money or whatever. You couldn't get people in there to save your life. Well, this evening we needed to get out of there. We needed to, Dad needed to go pick this head up, and the guy that owns the machine shop, he actually took it home with him. He went to his house and picked it up, and he's leaving this evening at like 7 o'clock to go somewhere, somewhere for Thanksgiving. Won't be back till next Monday. So, we had to get this thing this evening, and here we were trying to get out of the shop at 5 o'clock, and I'm not lying to you. I mean, it was almost comical. We'd try to leave, and somebody would call wanting me, and I'd talk to them and hang up, and somebody else would call. And then my Swans man run about an hour and a half or 2 hours later than he normally does. So I had to stay late waiting on him. We were trying to leave and he walked in. Then we got him took care of and all the phone calls taken care of, and our exhaust man that brings our exhaust pipe and everything, which normally runs on Wednesday. But what he does sometimes is he likes to get it, if he gets done early enough on Tuesday, see, that lets him go back home a day early, I think, because he actually comes out of Lexington. So here he pulls in, and it already after 5 o'clock. Dad needing to get home and eat a little bite, and the machine shop, is like 45 minutes away. So that's, you can tell it got him a little bit aggravated. He said he said if I didn't need to leave and go over there and was racing the clock, he said none of these people wouldn't have pulled in. I said, yeah, Dad, that's the way it goes. So that's kind of the way this is. But anyway, guys, I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. Milo, I wanted to tell you I got your sticker packaged up today in an envelope and put it in the mailbox. I don't know if it went out today or not, because I don't know if the mail woman already ran or what. So it may have went out today. If not, it'll be going out tomorrow. So be looking for that. I don't know how long it'll, probably 4 or 5 days it'll take to get to California. So Um, and I did want to tell all you guys, Milo included, all you guys, I'm going to start me. I know a lot of the body guys are doing this. I'm going to start me a YouTube sticker wall. I don't know what I'll do. I'll try to find me a piece of metal or something maybe and paint it real, paint it real pretty and to put stickers, and memorabilia on. So if any of you guys out there want to send me, and not just a sticker, if you got some kind of sticker, from your whatever, send it to me if you want to, or anything else. Anytime y'all ever want to send me anything. I joked at Milo in my letter to him, which he'll see it when he gets it. I made sure that he had my address. I said, here, just in case you ever want to send me anything, So, but if you guys ever do want to send anything like that to me, just let me know. Brother Woody has sent me books and stuff before, so I'll give you my address, kind of what I was talking about last night. I'm not going to advertise my address just out here to everybody, but if anybody wants it, I'll give it to you, because like I was talking last night, there's no use in being too paranoid about it, because people are going to find out where you live. Like I said, guys, if anybody, like I said, any of y'all ever want to send me anything, I mean, whether it's a card, a letter, a stack of $100 bills, whatever the case may be, just let me know and I'll give you my address. I think it's a cool thing that the body guys are doing. A lot of them are having stickers made, for their YouTube channel or just whatever, they're kind of having a logo sticker made saying, hey, this is me, and they're sending them to each other, and I think that's a real neat deal. I'm going to try, if I can get up with my sticker guy in the next little bit, I'm going to try to have me some kind of personalized sticker made. Not just my church stickers, maybe have a knee down for God YouTube, some kind of sticker made, maybe have the writing, and then maybe I'd like to have some kind of, motorcycle on there, maybe with a guy with his knee down, 'cause that's how my channel name actually, came to, was, I was talking about getting your knee down on a motorcycle, while you're racing and, doing doing everything for God. So it's kind of where I got to put the two together. But because I used to, and that's a good place for ministry, and that's a lesson too, guys. I've talked to more people while I've been out riding bikes. It's a good place for ministry. We can find ministry everywhere, good lesson. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna try to have me some kind of stickers made. It may be after the first of the year. It may not be in the next couple of weeks. But I am gonna try to have some done. Let's see what else, guys. I guess that's about it. Darren, if you see this again, I just wanted to tell you. I know you were kind of beating yourself up on your video about your little hissy fit video that you had. You were sorry that I saw it, and Cecil and some other people. I made the comment there, brother, and I do mean it. Don't beat yourself up over that on my account, or if God's convicting you over something over that, that's the deal. That's between you and God. Don't worry about what I think of you. If you're being convicted of it, and I think you are, then that's a good sign. It's a sign the Lord's working with you on it. So that's I like that. But don't beat yourself up over it because I saw it, or this person or that person saw it. The devil, that's one of the biggest things he'll do to you, and he still does it to me. He'll make you look back on sins and things that you've done, and he won't let you forget them. He'll keep replaying them through your mind, and you'll just, he makes you think, well, since you've not forgot about this, God's not forgot about it either. And that's a real tricky thing that the devil does. We have to realize that we ask God for forgiveness for it. Once God's forgiven us for it, he cast our sins, like it says in the Bible, as far as the east is to the west. He can't even see them no more. And he can do that. And we have to do that as well. We have to forgive ourselves. So, I just wanted to tell you, no skin off my nose. I'm a big boy. I know there were some other people there that you were worried about too. But, like I said before, I work in a garage. I hear a lot. You didn't offend me. So anyway, let's get to it tonight, guys. I know I've already wasted a lot of time. Well, not wasted a lot of time, but we've been along tonight. Acts chapter 17, starting in verse 15. Here we go. And they that conducted Paul brought him unto Athens, and receiving a commandment unto Silas and Timotheus, for to come to him with all speed, they departed. Now while Paul waited for them at Athens, his spirit was stirred in him, which he saw the whole city given to idolatry. Therefore disputed he in the synagogue with the Jews, and with the devout persons, and in the market daily with them that met with him. So he's saying here that the Spirit just hammered him and said, "You got to go do something. You know, this place is dying. This place it's given over to idolatry. You got to do something." Like the United States is horrible at right now too. Then certain philosophers of the Epicureans, which is where we get Epicureans were it's where we get some of our words for food. You know, Epicureans were they basically worship food and wine and drink. That's what they held higher than anything. And of the Stoics encountered him. And some said, "What will this babbler say?" Others some, "He seemeth to be a setter forth of strange gods, because he preached unto them Jesus and the resurrection." And they took him and brought him unto Areopagus, saying, "May we know what this new doctrine whereof thou speakest is? For thou bringest certain strange things to our ears. We would know, therefore, what these things mean." They basically just saying, we want to know what you're talking about, what these things mean. For all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time in nothing else, but either to tell or to hear something new. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill, and said, "Ye men of Athens, I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious. For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with this inscription, to the unknown God, whom therefore ye ignorantly worship, him declare I unto you. God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands, neither is worship with men's hands, as he thought he needed anything, seeing he giveth to all life and breath and all things." He's basically saying here, neither is worship with men's hands. He's saying God don't need you to make an idol, something made with your hand, to worship him, as though he needed anything. It says God doesn't need nothing. God don't need nothing. He don't need nothing from us. And that's just the truth. Sometimes we get that attitude. We get that attitude like God needs something from us, or God, and thank the Lord that he does use us to do things, but he delights in using us. Does he have to use us? No. He can get this stuff done without us. A lot of people like to remind God of things when they pray. I've heard this before. And I'll admit it, I've done it, but we've all done it, but we need to watch it. Like when we're praying, sometimes we'll pray a scripture and we'll remind God of that. Saying, "God, you said in your word that you would do this," and we don't have to remind God of anything. He knows everything. He's everywhere. He's perfect. He don't forget. He don't forget when he gets older like we do. And and he, like I said, he don't forget anything. He don't need anything from us. And one thing that he don't need, and Paul's reminding these people of it, he don't need altars made by hands to worship him. You got a connection straight from you to him. That's basically what Paul was trying to tell them. Seeing he giveth to all life. It says he made all life and breath and all things. You don't need to make some type of altar or some type of idol to worship God, So anyway, guys, that's 10 verses. That's where we're going to stop tonight. Like I said, thanks for being here, guys. As always, if you need anything, let me know. Like I said, if you guys want my address for anything, and I've said this before, like I said, if you do want to send me something, some kind of sticker, like I said, just a card, anything. I mean, I'm not sitting here begging. I'm not telling you to send me stuff. I'm not telling you to, but, sometimes people want to send people stuff, just like that's the reason I offered the other day with these stickers. I said, hey, if anybody wants them, I'll send them. I like giving people things and, kind of commemorating our time here on YouTube together. So if any of you guys want my address anytime, just PM me and I'll give it to you. Some of you already know it. My phone number, same deal. If you ever want my phone number, I think I give it to Milo. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I put it on the letter I put in there with it. If you guys ever need me, don't hesitate to call. Now, I will tell you one thing about calling me. 9 times out of 10, if you call me the first time you call me, you probably won't get through, because You know, as most of you know, this deal I've went through this last year with these financial problems and stuff. We've got so used to creditors and everybody calling here. And when I was going through that bankruptcy, and 9 times out of 10, a number, when it comes through the first time or something, you know, if we don't recognize it, we don't answer it. That's just the way it is. You know, my aunt that lives with us, it's been sick, had the cancer, and, you know, telephones ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. Just, you know, they get on everybody's nerves. So if you do get my number and want to call me, call, especially if your number doesn't ring up with your name. Now, if it rings up your name, I remember like when Brother Woody called me. So I think he called me at the garage, and I ended up getting up with him down there. I think it actually rung up Mark Woodson. Well, I knew who Mark Woodson was, you know. So, but what I was just going to say, guys, just let me know. Let me know before you call me or something. You know, send me a PM, say, hey, I'm going to call you tomorrow evening, or, you know, look for it. Just something like that. Anyway, guys, I'm 16 minutes. I got to get off here. This will take forever to upload. I love you guys. If you need anything, let me know. Have a happy Thanksgiving, which I will be here tomorrow night, guys. Good Lord willing. So till I see y'all again, good night, and God bless.